Texas is building projects so massive, they're changing the face of the state, and the rest of the country is struggling to keep up. From billion-dollar highways to energy giants rising in the desert, these megaprojects are more ambitious than anything the state has ever seen. In this documentary, we uncover Texas' biggest megaprojects and why they're putting the Lone Star State on a whole new level. In the heart of the US Gulf Coast, just outside Sabine Pass, Texas, sits one of the most ambitious energy projects in North America, the Golden Pass LNG facility. This massive complex is transforming the region's role in the global energy market, turning the US from a major natural gas importer into a powerful exporter. Originally designed in the mid-2000s as an import terminal, Golden Pass began as a gateway for foreign liquefied natural gas to reach American shores. But as the shale revolution unlocked vast domestic reserves, the facility's mission changed completely. Now, it's being redeveloped into a world-class export terminal capable of shipping around 18 million tons of LNG per year to markets across the globe. What makes this project especially fascinating is the scale and precision required. The facility includes 3 liquefaction trains. These are the enormous systems that supercool natural gas to -260 degrees Fahrenheit, turning it into a liquid that can be loaded onto specialized LNG carriers. Each train is a powerhouse in itself, made up of thousands of components, working in harmony to compress, chill, and store the gas. Have you ever heard about the engineering behind these liquefaction trains? Each one is like a small city of pipes, compressors, and control systems. They stretch hundreds of feet in length, and the entire system must run with near-perfect reliability. Even the slightest leak or fluctuation in temperature could lead to dangerous conditions or costly downtime. Did you know? The Golden Pass LNG project represents over $10 billion in investment and is expected to create around 200 permanent jobs when fully operational, not to mention thousands of construction jobs during its peak build-out. That kind of economic impact has a ripple effect, boosting local communities and attracting new industries to the region. Beyond the technical marvels, Golden Pass is also a strategic asset. Its location on the Gulf provides quick access to major international shipping lanes. From here, LNG can be delivered to Europe, Asia, and Latin America, where demand for cleaner burning fuels like natural gas is rising sharply as countries transition away from coal. But there's also an environmental aspect to consider. While LNG is a fossil fuel, it's widely viewed as a cleaner bridge fuel in the journey toward decarbonization. Facilities like Golden Pass are playing a pivotal role in reducing global emissions, especially in countries that lack the resources to shift straight to renewables. The project is a joint venture between ExxonMobil and Qatar Energy, 2 heavyweights in the global energy industry. Their combined expertise and investment muscle have accelerated the development timeline and brought global attention to the facility. Beneath the city streets of Dallas, Texas, a massive underground project is quietly rewriting the rules of urban flood control, the Mill Creek Drainage Relief Tunnel. At over 5 miles long and up to 70 feet below ground, this tunnel is more than just an engineering achievement. It's a lifeline for a city increasingly vulnerable to flash floods and climate extremes. For decades, parts of East Dallas and Deep Ellum have faced serious flooding threats during heavy rains. Streets would turn into rivers, homes and businesses would take on water, and emergency crews would scramble to keep people safe. The existing drainage systems, some of which date back to the 1930s, simply couldn't handle today's stormwater volumes. Enter the Mill Creek Tunnel. Designed to dramatically improve flood protection for more than 2,200 acres, this project is one of the largest and most complex infrastructure undertakings in Dallas history. It's not just about moving water, it's about future-proofing a city. At the heart of it all is a 35-foot diameter tunnel, carved by a gigantic tunnel boring machine nicknamed Big Tex. This mechanical beast was over 400 feet long and operated like a moving factory, cutting through rock and soil at depths where it wouldn't disturb daily life above ground. As it moved forward, it installed precast concrete liners to form the tunnel's permanent walls, creating a smooth path for stormwater to flow quickly and safely to the Trinity River. Have you ever seen a tunnel that can carry millions of gallons of water per hour without making a sound? That's exactly what this system is built for. The tunnel connects to a network of inlets and drop shafts, vertical access points where water from surface streets can be channeled down into the tunnel, bypassing the older, overwhelmed drainage systems. Did you know? This tunnel is designed to handle a 100-year flood event. That means a storm so intense it has only a 1% chance of occurring in any given year. That kind of protection offers peace of mind to thousands of residents who've long dealt with the risks of urban flooding. Beyond just safety, the project also unlocks opportunities for development in areas that were previously too risky to build on. With reliable flood control in place, Dallas can make smarter use of its land and support more sustainable urban growth. The Mill Creek Tunnel is part of a broader trend in US cities to rethink infrastructure from the ground down, literally. As climate change increases the frequency and intensity of storms, projects like this aren't just helpful, they're essential. They represent a shift from reactive measures to long-term, proactive solutions. Tucked in the arid expanse of Utah's Salt Lake Valley, the Delta Water Reclamation Project is quietly turning wastewater into a valuable asset. It doesn't make headlines like massive dams or sky-high tunnels, but in a world increasingly defined by water scarcity, this project is doing something just as vital, redefining what we think of as waste. This isn't your average treatment facility. Delta is part of a growing movement to rethink how cities manage water. Instead of treating used water just enough to dump it back into rivers or lakes, this project is designed to take things much further. It recovers, recycles, and repurposes. So what does that look like in practice? Imagine a stream of murky, used water, everything from shower runoff to industrial discharges, entering the system. Through a series of advanced processes involving filtration, biological treatment, and UV disinfection, it's transformed into clean, usable water. Not drinking water, but clean enough for agriculture, industry, and groundwater recharge. Have you ever considered where your water goes after it disappears down the drain? The truth is, in places like Utah, where drought cycles are intensifying and snowpack is less predictable, every drop counts. Delta is designed with this in mind. It doesn't just process water, it protects the future. Did you know? The facility is engineered to handle around 50 million gallons of water per day. That's enough to fill more than 75 Olympic swimming pools every single day. It's a scale that's hard to picture, but the impact is undeniable. What sets Delta apart is its integration with the environment. The treated water doesn't just get stored, it's released in a controlled way to support wetland ecosystems that would otherwise dry up. That creates habitats for birds and wildlife, supports local agriculture, and helps recharge underground aquifers that are essential during dry spells. But this isn't just a water story. It's a story of infrastructure meeting innovation. The project incorporates odor control systems, energy-efficient equipment, and even produces biogas as a byproduct, methane that's captured and reused to power parts of the facility. In other words, the plant helps power itself. It's not flashy. You won't find tourists snapping photos of reclaimed water flowing through pipes, but it's revolutionary in its own quiet way, solving problems that most people don't even realize exist until a drought hits or the tap runs dry. In the bigger picture, projects like Delta are reshaping how communities interact with water. It's no longer just about supply and demand. It's about stewardship, about finding value in what used to be discarded. So while the Delta Water Reclamation Project might not steal the spotlight, it absolutely deserves recognition. It's not just cleaning water, it's building resilience, one reclaimed gallon at a time. US Highway 90 has always been more than just a road. Stretching from the heart of Texas all the way to the Gulf, it cuts through communities, economies, and histories. But now, it's being reshaped. Not just repaved, but reimagined for the demands of the 21st century. The US Highway 90 expansion isn't a single stretch of new asphalt. It's a series of upgrades, widenings, and modernizations aimed at turning an aging corridor into a high-capacity, high-efficiency artery. In places like Bexar County, San Antonio, and beyond, this transformation is already unfolding. And if you've ever driven this route during rush hour, you'll understand why change was overdue. Here's the challenge. US 90 was never built to handle the kind of traffic it sees today. What was once a rural connector is now a commuter's lifeline, a freight highway, and an evacuation route during extreme weather. In other words, it's critical infrastructure, and it was under stress. So what's changing? Picture this: new lanes being added to reduce congestion, modern interchanges replacing outdated on and off ramps, and enhanced shoulders built not only for safety, but also for future adaptability. Think smart sensors, emergency access, even autonomous vehicle lanes someday. Have you ever driven through a construction zone and wondered why it takes so long? The answer often lies beneath the surface. Before a single layer of pavement is laid, crews have to move utilities, rework drainage systems, and stabilize the foundation. It's like building a skyscraper, but sideways, and with cars zooming by at 65 miles an hour. Did you know? Some sections of the expanded US 90 will double their capacity, going from 4 lanes to 8. That's not just about faster commutes, it's about efficiency for freight movement, economic growth for small towns along the route, and improved safety for everyone on the road. And this isn't just a story about cars. The project includes upgrades to overpasses and pedestrian infrastructure. Sidewalks, crossings, and lighting are being added or improved, making it safer for those on foot or bicycle, a nod to the evolving nature of urban mobility. There's also a resilience angle. Highway 90 plays a critical role during hurricane season as part of the state's evacuation network. Wider lanes and better flow mean faster exits when it matters most. Its infrastructure is not just for everyday life, but for emergencies too. The expansion also considers the communities it passes through. Noise barriers, local access improvements, and landscaping plans aim to make the highway more neighborly. Not just a wall of traffic, but something integrated into the landscape. In the end, the US Highway 90 expansion is about more than traffic patterns and concrete. It's about connecting people, powering economies, and preparing for the future. As Texas continues to grow, and grow fast, projects like this ensure that its infrastructure grows right along with it. In the rolling plains of Central Texas, a quiet revolution is taking shape. Just outside the city of Taylor, Samsung is constructing a semiconductor facility poised to redefine the landscape of American technology and manufacturing. This isn't merely a factory, it's a bold statement of intent. With an investment exceeding $17 billion, Samsung is laying the groundwork for a facility that will produce some of the most advanced chips in the world. These aren't just components for smartphones or computers, they're the building blocks for artificial intelligence, 5G networks, and the next generation of technological innovation. But why Taylor, Texas? The choice is strategic. Taylor offers a combination of available land, a skilled workforce, and proximity to existing Samsung operations in Austin. It's a location that allows for expansion while tapping into the rich vein of technological expertise that Central Texas has cultivated over the years. The scale of the project is staggering. Spanning over 1,200 acres, the facility will house state-of-the-art clean rooms, research and development labs, and production lines capable of fabricating chips at nanometer scales. These chips will power everything from data centers to autonomous vehicles, placing Taylor at the heart of global technological advancement. Have you ever considered the complexity of a semiconductor chip? These tiny marvels contain billions of transistors, each smaller than a virus, working in harmony to perform billions of calculations per second. The precision required to manufacture them is akin to constructing a skyscraper with atomic-level accuracy. Did you know? The construction of this facility is expected to create thousands of jobs, both during the building phase and in ongoing operations. It's a boon for the local economy, promising to transform Taylor into a hub of high-tech employment and innovation. Beyond the economic impact, the facility represents a strategic shift in semiconductor manufacturing. By establishing a major production site in the United States, Samsung is contributing to efforts to diversify the global supply chain, reducing reliance on a few concentrated regions and enhancing resilience against disruptions. The environmental considerations are also noteworthy. Samsung is incorporating sustainable practices into the facility's design, aiming for energy efficiency and minimal ecological impact. It's a recognition that technological progress and environmental stewardship must go hand in hand. As the facility takes shape, it's becoming a symbol of possibility, a testament to what can be achieved when vision, investment, and innovation converge. It's not just about chips, it's about laying the foundation for the future of technology, right here in the heart of Texas. In the southern edge of San Antonio, Texas, a new kind of giant is rising. Not a skyscraper, but a sprawling manufacturing facility that signals something big for American industry. JCB, one of the world's leading construction equipment manufacturers, is planting roots deep in Texas soil with a state-of-the-art factory that's as much about the future as it is about machines. For decades, JCB has been known globally for its rugged backhoes, telehandlers, and excavators, machines that build cities, move earth, and get the heavy work done. But until now, much of that production happened overseas. This new facility in San Antonio represents a major shift. It's not just an expansion, it's a declaration that North American manufacturing is back in a big way. Stretching across hundreds of acres and designed for both volume and versatility, the San Antonio plant is one of the largest investments in the company's history. When fully operational, it will produce a wide range of equipment tailored specifically for US and North American markets. That means machines built faster, delivered quicker, and designed to meet the exact needs of contractors, farmers, and builders working across the continent. But the story here isn't just about machines rolling off assembly lines. It's about jobs, transformation, and opportunity. Thousands of positions are expected to be created. Skilled manufacturing roles, logistics, quality control, administration. These are careers, not just contracts. And they're coming to a part of San Antonio eager to grow and evolve with the next generation of industry. Have you ever walked through a modern manufacturing plant? It's not the gritty, gear-filled halls of the past. This new JCB facility is sleek, smart, and sustainable. Automated assembly lines work alongside human technicians. Robotics assist with precision tasks. Even energy use is optimized through smart lighting, water recycling systems, and high-efficiency ventilation. This is manufacturing reimagined, clean, connected, and high-tech. Did you know? The facility has been strategically positioned not just for workforce availability, but for logistics. San Antonio offers access to major highways, rail lines, and ports, making it easier to ship equipment across the US, into Mexico, and even abroad. That logistical muscle gives JCB an edge in getting its machines to market faster and more efficiently. And there's a ripple effect. New suppliers, new service businesses, restaurants, housing, schools, all see a boost when a major player like this moves in. The economic impact extends well beyond the factory walls. It's a tide that lifts an entire community. At its core, this project is about more than steel and concrete. It's about bringing critical manufacturing back to US soil, about building resilience in the construction equipment supply chain, about making sure the machines that build America can also be built in America. So, while it might start with bolts and engines, the JCB facility in San Antonio is ultimately building something much bigger. A future where innovation, jobs, and industry are not imported, but homegrown. At the crossroads of Texas lies one of the busiest and most expansive airports in the world, Dallas-Fort Worth International, or simply DFW. And soon, it's about to get even bigger. A new terminal is on the horizon, Terminal F, a long-anticipated expansion that will shape the future of air travel in North America. This isn't just another gate area or concourse. Terminal F represents the next chapter in DFW's evolution, a response to booming passenger growth, rising international demand, and the need for smarter, more adaptable airport infrastructure. Once completed, it won't just serve more travelers, it will redefine how airports work. Terminal F is being designed with flexibility at its core. This isn't the static, concrete-heavy model of past generations. It's modular, dynamic, and future-ready. That means it can adapt to shifting travel patterns, airline needs, and new technology, whether it's biometric check-ins, autonomous luggage systems, or next-gen security screening. Imagine walking through a terminal where natural light floods the space, where signage is digital and instantly updatable, and where the passenger experience feels more like a curated journey than a logistical grind. That's the vision behind Terminal F. Have you ever flown through DFW and felt like it was a city unto itself? You're not wrong. The airport already stretches across 17,000 acres. Terminal F will fit seamlessly into that urban scale, adding capacity for tens of millions more travelers each year. And it's not just about squeezing more people through security lines, it's about comfort, efficiency, and experience. Did you know? Terminal F is expected to focus heavily on international traffic. Think more long-haul routes, more global connectivity, and faster processing times for international arrivals. That's a game changer, not just for Dallas and Fort Worth, but for the entire southern US, turning DFW into a key global gateway. The terminal will also showcase cutting-edge sustainability features, smart ventilation systems, energy-efficient materials, and designs that reduce the airport's carbon footprint while improving passenger well-being. Airports are evolving, and Terminal F is leading the charge. But this expansion isn't happening in a vacuum. It's part of a larger modernization across the entire airport, with upgrades to existing terminals, new transportation connections, and plans for even more transit integration down the road. The idea is clear. Make DFW not just bigger, but better. The economic impact? Massive. Thousands of jobs in construction, engineering, design, and eventually operations. More travel means more tourism, more business connections, and more visibility for the region as a whole. Terminal F isn't just an airport project, it's an investment in the long-term future of North Texas. So next time you fly through DFW, look toward the horizon. The cranes, the blueprints, the noise, it's all the sound of progress. Terminal F is coming, and with it, a bold new vision for what air travel can feel like when innovation meets ambition in the heart of Texas. In the heart of downtown Austin, change is taking shape. Quietly, methodically, but with purpose. The Texas Capitol Complex is evolving once again. Phase 2 of this ambitious project is now underway, bringing a modern vision to one of the state's most historic and symbolic locations. But this isn't just about adding new buildings or refreshing old ones. It's about transforming how Texas state government operates, interacts, and presents itself, both to the people who work there and to the public it serves. Phase 1 laid the groundwork with new office buildings, green spaces, and underground infrastructure. Now, Phase 2 picks up that momentum and pushes it even further. New construction includes additional state office buildings, improved connectivity across the complex, and enhanced pedestrian zones that unify the area into a cohesive, walkable civic space. Imagine walking just steps from the Texas state capitol and entering a broad plaza framed by sleek, modern structures, buildings that speak the architectural language of transparency, efficiency, and progress. That's the goal of Phase 2, blending history with function, beauty with purpose. Have you ever noticed how most government complexes feel disconnected, like a collection of buildings with no common rhythm? Phase 2 is designed to eliminate that. It's about symmetry, sightlines, and walkability. The new buildings are aligned deliberately to respect the Capitol's presence, keeping views open and public access intuitive. Did you know? A major focus of this phase is centralizing state agencies that are currently scattered in leased offices across Austin. By bringing them into purpose-built, state-owned facilities, Texas not only saves on rental costs, it streamlines collaboration, reduces operational inefficiencies, and creates a more unified public experience. But it's not just about state workers. The public spaces are being completely reimagined. Wide tree-lined promenades, landscaped gardens, shaded seating, water features. This is government infrastructure rethought as community space. It invites citizens in rather than keeping them out. Under the surface, things are just as forward-thinking. The expansion includes major upgrades to utility corridors, traffic management, and underground service tunnels. All the essentials, electrical systems, stormwater management, IT infrastructure, are being built to last for decades, not just today's needs. And let's not forget the scale. This isn't a small facelift. It's one of the largest government redevelopment efforts in the country. From construction jobs to long-term economic impact, Phase 2 will leave a lasting imprint on Austin's urban core. What's most striking, though, is the blend of legacy and innovation. The Capitol Dome still anchors the skyline. The history is preserved. But around it, something entirely new is emerging. An environment that honors the past while boldly stepping into the future. So the next time you walk through downtown Austin, look around. That crane, that steel frame, that quiet hum of progress, it's the Capitol complex taking its next breath, an old institution embracing a new era. Rising over the busy waters of the Houston Ship Channel, a massive transformation is underway. The Sam Houston Ship Channel Bridge, also known as the Beltway 8 Bridge, is getting a complete overhaul. But this isn't just a replacement project. It's a reimagining of what a modern transportation corridor should be. The original bridge has served the region for decades, but time, traffic, and rapid industrial growth have taken their toll. Designed for a different era, it now struggles to handle the immense load of vehicles and freight that pass over it every day. The replacement aims to fix that, with a bold, high-capacity design built for the demands of today and the growth of tomorrow. The new bridge will be taller, wider, and stronger. It's designed with 8 main lanes, 4 in each direction, and additional shoulders to improve traffic flow and safety. More importantly, it's being constructed with long-term durability in mind, using modern materials and construction methods that offer a longer service life and less maintenance. Have you ever driven over a bridge that felt cramped or outdated? That's exactly what this project is solving. With a sleek, cable-stayed design and a higher vertical clearance, the new bridge will also allow larger ships to pass beneath, helping the Port of Houston stay competitive. This isn't just an infrastructure upgrade, it's a regional investment. It eases freight bottlenecks, reduces commute times, and strengthens a vital link in Houston's economy. Soon, the skyline above the ship channel will look very different. But more than that, how people and goods move across the region will change. Faster, safer, and smarter. The Sam Houston Bridge replacement is more than a project. It's a promise of progress.